Welcome back. This is Jeff Byers, instructor for NE 258. This is Module 2, and this is your turn-in instructions. We showed you how to create two styles. One is a new look, like materials that look like the room was just built. I gave you examples for that. And then the other one is old and dilapidated. So find materials that look old and dilapidated, like old siding, like a muddy yard. So the room looks a little more worn and dilapidated. So we have two styles here, one that's new and one that's old. And so I've given you both examples for those. We'll go through that. But the turn instructions are that you make sure you have your first and last name on every file. Okay? I am not asking you guys to turn in your Unreal 4 files. Okay, your Unreal 4 scene files. Those are huge. All I want are screenshots right now. Okay? And so I'm not going to ever ask you for your scene file. That's just, we can't handle that. They're huge, and as we progress, going from smaller scenes to larger scenes, which we are doing, things will get a lot harder and a lot tougher. So we're starting out slow with a room, taking you through the entire workflow from prototyping to texturing, adding materials, and then set dressing, understanding cover and how to add cover, and getting your environments to look really, really nice and functional. Okay? Not to the functioning level of a full game level that you see in a playable game, but close. Okay? We're just not going to be doing all of the some scripting we're going to do, visual scripting, but we're not going to get deep into it. We're not going to be able to get so deep into it that we're going to have a completed, finished level, because sometimes that can take up to years for companies to do. So, and you need a huge team. So it's just going to be individuals creating game levels that are more for visual purposes, visual art. So just remember that when you're creating this. And if you want to go farther with these modules, you sure can, but I'm not going to be supporting some of that crazy scripting that you see to create a fully functional game level. Okay, just understand that's beyond this course scope. So I kind of got sidetracked, but I wanted you to know up front right away, so you're not expecting crazy stuff like that, especially in blueprints. Okay, all right. So the structure. So deliverables. You need to have turn in 8. That should say 8. I'll make that change. 8 interior perspective screenshots. Okay, from each corner. All right. I'm going to change this as well. I'm noticing this because I made that change. So 8 exterior. So we've already created those. Showed you how to do that in our video tutorial 4. Go back to that if you need help with that. And I gave you examples too as well. And then we need to get our folder structure system set up. And this is not changed. This is your first name underscore last name NE258 module 2. And you need to create a subfolder called screenshots. And you're going to place your 8, that should say 8 interior perspective screenshots, each corner, okay, of your room, fully textured with materials, and then 8 exterior perspective screenshots. Okay, place the subfolders into the main folder and zip it. Upload the zip folder into Canvas under the Module 2 folder. I get some confusion that there is no secret place to put your assignment. You're going to upload it in this module, and you're going to see something different than I'm. You're going to see something like submit or something like that at the very top right hand corner, right? It's different than what mine looks like, but you are going to submit it in the same module that you are creating it from. So you're creating this work from. Okay? So do that for every module. You learn from this module and you will submit in this module. Okay? So there's some confusion there that there's some other submission spot for this. It's always going to be in that particular module folder. That's why I have it set up, and that's how I grade you. If you don't submit in this module, I will never see it, never get it. Okay? I'm not even sure if there's any other place you can submit, but right now I want you to submit it in this module. Okay? So with that said, let's go ahead and minimize that, and let's go ahead and look at this folder structure. As you can see, very little. Small little folder. Your first name, last name, Annie 258 module 2, and then in that one you've got your screenshots subfolder. Open that up, and then you've got all these folders, and this is what I need. I need 16 altogether. Okay? So the first one is going to be the new. Okay? So let's go ahead and look at this a little bit closer so you can see it. Okay, so you're not trying to figure things out here. So here are the four corner perspectives from the outside of the new building, the one that just looks like it was just built. So the textures look clean. They're not dilapidated looking. The grass is green, that type of thing. Okay, and then you can see as we rotate around all four corners, I can see that you got all your work done. Okay, and then we've got the old dilapidated outside. Okay, all four corners, exterior. And then we got the interior of the new, just built. It's hard to explain. I mean, how do you explain that? It looks like you just built the place and it's not dilapidated, right? It's brand new. Okay, that's how you describe it. And you get all four corners in there. And then you got the dilapidated, old, right? I just call that old. It's an old building. It's dilapidated. All four corners of that. Very simple. Don't try to read into stuff. It's old versus new. So you got old and new. And so that's basically 4 new, 4 old from exterior, 4 new interior, 4 old interior. So that comes out with 16. Okay, so we have 8 and 8. Right. Cool. And we're good to go. So thank you so much. Make sure you right click over it and go to send to compressed folder to compress your folder. I don't want any crazy RAR files. And if you're using Mac, you can do the same thing. Right click over it and just click on compress. And that should compress your folder in the Mac. So there's not really anything hard to do here. It's very simple. You'll take that and you'll put that into the Module 2 assignments, under the assignments, into the folder that you actually learned from, and upload it there. Alright, great. If you have any questions or concerns, jbyers3@jcc.edu, and I will see you in the next module, Module 3.